What is up YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you how to grow plants using the dry start method. This method is really simple because it uses CO2 from the air, so no water changes are necessary, and it's really cheap because you don't need to buy any CO2. Now plants tend to grow faster using this method, so a lot of professionals do this, especially Iwami aquascapers, because a lot of small carpeting plants can be grown immersed. Now before you begin to do this yourself, check to make sure your plants are compatible being grown immersed, because you don't want your plants to die slowly. In order to check that, I included a link down below, and it will give you a list of all plants that can be grown immersed. Now the first step you want to do is set up your aquascape. After you got that, it's all set up, it's really easy. You want to take some tap water and pour it in your aquarium on the substrate until the water level reaches the lowest part of the soil. And if you do have any hill features in your aquarium, I recommend pouring the water on those hills, just because it's harder to keep the hills moist. And then after you have everything saturated with water, take some saran wrap and saran wrap the top of the aquarium. This is just to keep the temperature levels and humidity levels high and humid. Now you want to mist with your mist spray bottle once or twice daily, in the morning before the lights come on, or in the afternoon before the lights go off. And you want to do this by misting the sides of the aquarium and the top of the hills if you do have any. Keep doing this until however long it takes for a plant to carpet, or until you get the desired effect you want. After you get your plants to carpet, take some water, dechlorinated water, and fill it up your aquarium. Hook up your CO2 and blast your CO2 at about 6 bubbles per second. This is just to keep your plants in a high CO2 environment, just to adapt them from the high CO2 environment from the air to being grown underwater. I expect to have some die off because you're going to get some, but it's not going to be a big deal, and they're going to grow back just as quickly. And keep the CO2 at this level at 6 bubbles per second for about a week. And after about a week, slowly bring down that level to about 1 bubble per second or 2 bubbles per second, or however much you want. And then after you have your plants growing in at 1 bubble per second or 2 bubbles per second, no more die off, do a 50% water change and test your CO2 just in case with like a drop check or something. If your CO2 levels are good and safe for fish, you can add your fish now. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.